My brother used our mom's savings to pay off his gambling debt.
I'm 34 years old, and my brother is 8 years older than me. Growing up, our mom always struggled financially but managed to scrape together some savings for emergencies. Lately, things have been especially tough. Mom's working overtime at the diner just to pay rent. A few days ago, I noticed her looking stressed while she was on the phone with someone who sounded like a loan collector. She hung up and looked devastated. The next day, Mom told me there were discrepancies in her bank account. The $20,000 savings she'd worked so hard for was gone. It made my heart drop into my stomach. We went through everything together to figure it out. No one else had access except us three. That's when I found the withdrawal logs on her phone, all made at ATM machines near the casino. My brother's gambling debts were well known around our small town. I confronted him about it, and he admitted that over several months, he'd been secretly using Mom's savings to pay off debts owed to a loan shark. He said something like, "I had no choice." I could see the shame in his eyes and felt this awful mix of anger and helplessness. My brother promised to repay her, but then confessed he couldn't do it alone. This revelation hit us all hard. Mom is absolutely devastated by the betrayal. She's lost sleep and looks so old since finding out. She said something that broke my heart. I thought I could trust him. Knowing this made me feel like a failure for not seeing it sooner. My brother promised to start repaying her but hasn't yet, and now Mom's at risk of losing her home if she can't pay rent next month. We sat down as a family last night to figure out what to do. I told him I'd help find ways to get the money back, even though it felt like we were in over our heads. Mom is trying to stay positive and says she'll look into social services for assistance. She said, "I have no choice but to keep moving forward." My brother has been quiet since confessing, just sending occasional texts saying he's working on it. One night, I found a text from him that read, "I'm sorry." It was brief and vague, like he didn't know what else to say. Seeing those two words made me feel even more conflicted, angry but also understanding of his struggle. He promised to get help for his gambling problem, but it's hard to trust someone who has already betrayed us so deeply. Mom is now staying with a friend until we can figure out our next steps. She's trying her best to stay positive and says she'll look into social services for assistance. It feels like a nightmare we are all living through. I've blocked his number but still check my phone every hour, hoping he'll come up with something. How do you handle something like this? What would you do in my position?